You press the gas pedal and the engine revs, but the car barely moves at all. Or the pedal goes straight down and absolutely nothing happens. This is one of the more alarming problems any driver can have, and it splits neatly into two very different categories. Here are 7 causes and exactly how to fix each one of them. Limp mode has engaged. When the computer detects a serious fault, it protects the engine and transmission by limiting power. RPM gets capped, the transmission locks into one gear, and the car will barely exceed 40 miles per hour. The check engine light is almost always on. This is the single most common reason a car suddenly refuses to accelerate. Pull the codes with an OBD2 scanner before doing anything else. The stored code tells you exactly what triggered limp mode in the first place. Common triggers include transmission solenoid faults, boost pressure problems on turbocharged engines, and electronic throttle body faults. Always fix the underlying code first rather than just clearing it. To reset limp mode, turn the ignition off, wait 5 full minutes, then restart the engine. A battery disconnect for 15 minutes clears it on most vehicles, but if the underlying fault is still present, limp mode simply returns within minutes of driving. Clogged fuel filter. The fuel filter traps debris before it reaches the injectors. When it clogs, the engine gets enough fuel to idle but cannot get enough under load. The car accelerates fine at low throttle and falls flat when you ask for real power. Hills and highway merges are where you notice it. Check your maintenance records for when the fuel filter was last replaced. Many vehicles call for it somewhere between 30 and 60,000 miles. A replacement filter costs $10 to $40 depending on the vehicle. Always depressurize the fuel system before disconnecting any lines and wear safety glasses while you work. If the engine also stumbles noticeably under hard acceleration and then recovers the moment you lift off the pedal, a restricted fuel filter is a very strong suspect worth addressing first. Failing fuel pump. The pump delivers pressurized fuel to the rail. A weak pump maintains enough pressure at idle but cannot keep up when demand rises. The result is hesitation, sputtering, and loss of power under acceleration. Often you hear a whine from the fuel tank that gets louder over time. Connect a fuel pressure gauge to the test port on the fuel rail and compare your reading against the service manual specification for your vehicle. Pressure that reads perfectly normal at idle, but drops sharply under load, confirms a weak or failing pump. Also listen carefully at the fuel filler neck with the key turned to on, but the engine not started. You should hear a distinct 2-second hum as the pump primes the system. Complete silence there means either no power reaching the pump or a pump that has already failed. Clogged catalytic converter. A plugged converter creates back pressure that the engine cannot push against. Exhaust cannot escape, so the engine essentially chokes itself. The car accelerates weakly, feels like it hits a wall at higher RPM, and may overheat. You might smell sulfur or notice the converter glowing red after driving. Carefully feel for excessive heat radiating off the converter after a drive without touching it directly. A far more reliable test uses a back pressure gauge threaded into the upstream oxygen sensor port. Anything reading above roughly 3 psi at 2500 RPM points to a serious restriction. A vacuum gauge connected to the intake manifold also works well as a cheap alternative. A healthy engine holds steady vacuum at idle around 18 to 22 inches, while a plugged exhaust causes that vacuum reading to drop steadily as you hold RPM at 2500 for 30 seconds. Transmission slipping. This is the category where the engine revs but the car does not move. The transmission is not transferring power to the wheels. Causes include low or burnt fluid, worn clutch packs, or a failing torque converter. The tell is engine RPM climbing without a matching increase in speed. Check the transmission fluid with the engine fully warm and running in park on level ground. Healthy automatic transmission fluid is bright red and nearly transparent. Dark brown or black fluid with a distinctly burnt smell means the internal clutches are worn and already slipping. Top the fluid off if it reads low, or perform a complete fluid and filter service if the fluid itself is degraded. If the fluid is clean and at the correct level but the transmission still slips under load, internal wear is the likely cause, and that generally requires professional repair. Faulty throttle position sensor. Modern vehicles have no cable between the pedal and the throttle. Sensors read your foot position, and a motor opens the throttle. When either the pedal sensor or the throttle body fails, the computer sees conflicting signals and defaults to a minimal throttle opening. The pedal feels dead or wildly inconsistent. Scan for codes in the P0120 through PA124 range for the accelerator pedal sensor and the P2100 through P2135 range for the electronic throttle body. Watch the live data stream while slowly pressing the pedal down. Throttle position percentage should rise smoothly and evenly with no dropouts, spikes, or flat spots. Carbon buildup inside the throttle body bore is an extremely common cause, and cleaning it with throttle body cleaner and a clean rag costs about $8 total. After cleaning, most vehicles need an idle relearn procedure, which usually just means letting the engine idle undisturbed for about 10 minutes. The fastest way to split the problem. Everything on this list falls into one of two buckets, and one quick test tells you which. Put the car in park or neutral and press the accelerator. If the engine revs freely and cleanly to higher RPM, the engine is making power, and your problem is the transmission or driveline. If the engine struggles, hesitates, or will not rev up even in neutral, the problem is fuel, air, spark, or exhaust. That single test cuts your diagnosis in half in about 10 seconds and stops you from replacing expensive parts on the wrong side of the vehicle. From there, scan for codes before touching anything, since a stored code points directly at the failing system in most cases. Restricted air intake or dirty filter. An engine that cannot breathe cannot make power. A severely clogged air filter chokes airflow at exactly the moment you demand full throttle. The car feels fine around town and falls flat on the highway. A collapsed or split intake duct produces the same result and often goes unnoticed because the damage sits underneath the tube. Pull the air filter and hold it up to a bright light. If light does not pass through the pleats, replace it. A filter costs $8 to $20 and takes 3 minutes. Then inspect the entire intake duct from the airbox to the throttle body, flexing it by hand to reveal cracks on the underside. Any split lets unmetered air in and confuses the fuel calculation. Worn spark plugs or failing coils. Weak spark shows up under load long before it shows up at idle. Cylinder pressure is highest during hard acceleration, and a tired plug or coil cannot maintain a spark against that pressure. The engine stumbles, hesitates, or feels like it hits a wall as you accelerate, then smooths out when you lift off. Scan for misfire codes in the P0300 through P0308 range, since these often set only under load. Pull a plug and inspect the electrode for rounding or heavy deposits. A full set costs $15 to $50. If one cylinder misfires specifically, swap that coil with a neighboring cylinder and rescan. A misfire that follows the coil confirms the coil rather than the plug or injector.